I have this slatted piece of wood. It came from the Dollar Tree. It measures 6 by 24 inches. And I'm going to mark each slat in half. So when I hold my tape measure down, I marked it at 1 inch. Then I used the groove in the wood as the 2nd inch, mark at 3rd inch, the groove in the wood at 4 inches, and so on. Then I took a piece of wood, and in the top left corner here, I just marked off a rectangle. Now I'm going to take my painter's tape and I'm going to lay it across on those 1 inch marks. And you can see my painter's tape is a little too thick. So then I just take my razor blade, and in that slat, I'm going to take my razor blade and cut off the excess tape. And I'm going to repeat those steps until I have every other area marked off with some painter's tape. So again, my painter's tape was too wide, so I just take the razor blade and I run it through that slat and remove the excess painter's tape. And then I'm going to place my last piece of tape at the bottom here. Once everything is taped off, I'm then going to take my Wise Owl Republic Red and paint in all the areas that are not marked. And I did give this 2 coats of the red, and then I'm going to remove the painter's tape. Once that is fully dry, I'm going to take more painter's tape and just tape around that rectangle we made in the top left corner, and I'm going to paint that with some Wise Owl Anchor. And once I had good coverage, I removed the painter's tape. And you can see here that we did a red, white, and blue theme on this board. Once it is fully dry, I took a piece of sandpaper and I'm going to sand it. And I sanded some of the white a little more to have some of that wood pop through. I'm going to apply some Wise Owl 1-hour enamel clear on top of my paint, and that needs to fully dry. Once the 1-hour enamel has fully dried, I'm going to be working with this transfer called Sunflower Afternoon. It has 3 different sheets. You can also find this wall sticker at the Dollar Tree if you do not want to get this transfer. I'm going to cut my transfer to what I need. I'm going to remove the one very long stem, and you could cut around it so that you could save the other pieces for another project. I'm going to remove the white protective backing, lay it down on my board, and I'm going to take this tool and rub on the transfer. And as I rub, the clear sheet will lift and my image will stay adhered to my surface. And I did the same exact thing with the sunflower. I took 1 large sunflower, removed the white protective backing, and laid it at the top here. And this piece of wood comes in the transfer kit, and you can find all transfers at chalkitupfancy.com. And the reason why I went with the transfer over the sticker is this is going to blend in with the paint and into the slats, whereas the sticker is a little more stiff. I found this unfinished fence decor from $1 Power. You can also find these ones from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to paint it using some Wise Owl Earth. I did spray a little bit of water on it before applying the paint, as I want it to be a little light. And then I just took a baby wipe and wiped it off in some areas so that it looked more like a stain. Once that was fully dry, I'm going to take some hot glue and I'm going to glue it to the bottom of my board. And I decided to take a little bit of white paint and just dry brush the white on top of the stained fencing. I have 5 small stars that I'm going to paint with some Wise Owl Snow Owl, and I found these star cutouts at Hobby Lobby in their unfinished wood section, and I gave them all a really good coat of the white paint. And then I have this word gather. You can pick any word of your choice, and I'm going to paint that white as well. And I'm going to allow all of this to fully dry. Once it's dry, I'm then going to go over to my board and glue the pieces on. So I'm using some hot glue. I'm going to place these stars in the blue area. I just have them staggered. You can also use a stencil in this section, and then I'm going to take the word gather and lay it across the fence. At this point, we're just going to add the jute hanger back onto the board. And there you go. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Paint products, tissue paper, transfers, and mesh stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also check out other tutorials over on our webpage. Have a great day.